Have you ever pondered over the basics of video game evolution? How did we transition from the straightforwardness of the initial arcade games to the extensive, captivating cosmos of the contemporary gaming industry? Today, we set off on a voyage through this intriguing chronicle, providing a comprehensive breakdown that will no doubt spark your gaming enthusiasm. Visualize the history of video games in the form of an enormous, infinite timeline, teeming with every video game that has ever seen the light of day. It's not merely a linear progression of technology or a sequence of blockbuster games. The history of video games, an ever-evolving, limitless narrative that includes everything that has ever existed, currently exists, and will exist in the world of gaming. The timeline of gaming history commences with the early arcade games. Each game from this time stands as a unique milestone. These landmarks encompass more than just technological breakthroughs or record scores. They signify the inception of the crafting of emblematic characters, and even the establishment of a gaming society. Every conceivable game, the joy it brings and the imagination it stokes, all find their rightful spots on this timeline. Next, we journey through the console era, a radiant period of exuberant and unleashed creativity. Imagine a timeline where innovation and creativity are boundless, never boxed in by hardware limitations, graphics capability, or any other boundaries. This is the second stage in embracing the rich history of video games. This timeline is dynamic, constantly evolving and growing. It's not a stagnant existence. Each new game system, or technological advancement introduces another milestone, stretching its influence and depth. The timeline is alive, burgeoning and shifting with every novel invention. Importantly, grasp the concept that we are not detached from this timeline. Rather, we are an integral part of it. Our actions in every game, every character we control, every virtual universe we traverse, directly contribute to its expansion and growth. We as both the architects and users of the games within this evolving timeline. In conclusion, the history of video games is a dynamic, ever-expanding narrative that we are actively contributing to. No limitations of hardware or graphics can bind it, and it's always evolving. All games, all characters, all virtual worlds, they all have a spot in this vast timeline. It's a mirror to the gaming industry and therefore a mirror to ourselves. Every time you find yourself immersed in a game, don't forget, you're not merely playing. You're making a mark in the grand chronicle of video games, adding to its rich tapestry and contributing to the boundless intricacy and allure of the gaming universe.